friends, welcome back. So happy to be here again with you. I'm Christine Landell.
And I'm Jennifer Ream.
And as we promised, we're here to share our stories and a little bit on how we got into our journey to meditation and our practice. And so here we go. We're really excited to share it with you.
So my meditation journey really began about 5 years ago when I was going through a major life transition. I was facing divorce in smack dab in my face, and I wasn't expecting it. It wasn't something I had ever thought would happen to me, but here I was realizing that this was a reality, and that I was going to be facing a lot of challenges ahead. So I went through a period of really I think what some would say a kind of dark night of the soul time in my life. And I know a lot of people can relate to that. A lot of people have these moments in their life. Well, mine started for me about 5 years ago. And I was really struggling to find a way to find some peace with what I was going through. So I began reading a ton more than I would normally do, but I was reading a lot of spiritual books. I would consider myself a spirit junkie. Thank you, Gabby Bernstein, for that term, because I love it and I use it all the time. I have always been one to read spiritual and self-help books. It's just, I never turned to anything else. I love reading that, and I do it all the time. I'm always looking for the next one. But during this time in my life, I was really diving deep into myself and figuring out where I was going. And through this time, through reading and kind of just getting quiet with myself, I realized that I was meditating. And I really didn't even know that I was meditating at the time. It was new for me, and I didn't really have a term for it, but I knew that I was doing that once I realized it. And so I found that through meditation, I was really getting guidance, and I was really finding peace, and it was an awesome feeling. So it became a part of my regular routine. I would work out daily, which is what I love to do. I love to physically exercise, but this meditation time for me became very important, and I looked forward to it every day. So it has, in the long run, now that I look back, really transformed me and my life and how I live each day, and really just being present with my kids, being present for myself, taking the time for myself each day to really tune in and see what's going on with me on the inside. And it has overall just been so helpful to me, and brought so much joy and peace to my life. So I'm excited to share bits and pieces of this with you in hopes that it would resonate with some of you and be helpful to you. So Christine has a story a little different than mine.
Yeah, mine's a little different, and I love that you shared that. So thanks for sharing that, because it's very personal.
It is. It's personal.
Yeah, so thank you. But so my story is a little bit different, and in order to kind of get you to where I am today, I would take you back to really when I had my first child, who's almost 10 now. And it was like this moment of the day I was in the hospital and I had him, and I was holding him, and I felt this overwhelming amount of love, of course, but I also felt this voice in my head say, oh my gosh, you are going to worry about this being for the rest of your life. And I'll never forget it. And I remember the feeling that I had when that came into my head. It was just like this, oh my gosh, okay, I got it. So then I held on to that for a long time, and he, a few months later, had an anaphylactic reaction and to what we now know are his food allergies. And so it was kind of like everything just snowballed, and I would really focus on this fear inside of me. And then I had 2 more children.
Became a stay-at-home mom.
Became a stay-at-home mom, which I'm so grateful for, and I love that I am able to do that. But I was giving myself away, losing myself a bit in taking care of my children, taking care of my husband, and just kind of you forget about who you are and you get lost in that. And after time, and always focusing on that,
and your fears, you're compounding with your fears. It was
there was a lot of anxiety, and I really didn't know how to handle it. So I became physically ill, and I believe from holding on to all of that and not letting that go and not having an outlet for it, I feel that that's kind of how I got sick. So I also, with some inspiration from Jen, because she was reading amazing books and telling me, oh my gosh, you have to read these books. And so I read a lot of books, turned to that at night. I would read. I love reading parenting books because I'm always trying to better myself and see how I can, live my best life. And reading has been huge for me. But also meditation came into play. And I realized that being still was absolutely what I needed. I received answers and clarity. And I also gained back that space of sense of self and balance and centered. I was centered again. And by having that, I was able to be present for my husband, be present for my children. And it really has transformed my life as well. Now, I'm not going to say that every day is just, roses. Because there are definitely times when my husband's car is coming down the road and I'm like, yes, running outside.
Out the door.
Of course, I want to see him, but I also am like, I need a break. Get me out of here.
Yes.
So anyway, I start my morning out with exercise, meditation, and I make sure that almost all the time, I try to feed myself healthy, organic foods, and all of that has just created this place of wellness for me. And it's just meditation is something to turn to in any moment. It's always there.
It's a tool to have in your pocket. It's just an awesome tool to have when you are, even if it's 5 minutes. I mean, even if, we try and do a good 20 minutes in the morning or whatever, but if you're going through your day and things are chaos and stress, and you are realizing that and you're feeling that pit in your stomach, that's your sign. That's your sign to take a deep breath. Even if you are just saying, okay, I'm going to take 5 minutes in the bathroom.
Or the closet. We've all been there. We know it.
Wherever you need to be. If you're in your office and you need to retreat and go somewhere else, you need to do that. Breathing that out is how you release it. Taking those deep cleansing breaths and relaxing is so key. It's so key to not holding on any negative energy inside your body.
Because if you're holding on to it, then you're also exuding it, and it's also coming out of you.
Yeah, even when you don't realize it.
And it's going to affect everybody around you.
Yeah. So just 5 minutes, you'll be amazed if you take the 5 minutes just to relax and take some deep breaths, that you can come back and be way more present in the situation than you were before. So we have found this to be so helpful to us that we can't help but share with you. So that's why we're here. That's how this came about.
And it's a day-to-day, moment-to-moment practice.
Yeah.
This is just something that you wake up in the morning and you try to do each day.
And you have no judgment with yourself. No judgment of others, no judgment of ourselves, and whether we got a practice in or we didn't. It's just, we know how helpful it is. And even if you can take bits and pieces of what we say and use them in your life, we're excited about that. We love that. We love to share, our story so that maybe it would help somebody else. So
our next video, which is going to be in just a couple days, which we're really excited about that too, is we're going to share with you how OSO came to be. And
how it started from this little seed and growing into us sharing a video blog with you. So
it's definitely going down a different path than we set it out for, or set out to be in.
Yeah. So it's we're excited to share that story with you. So it'll be coming to you in your email box. So you want to make sure you're signed up for our newsletters. And if you think that there's anybody else that could benefit from this,
share the love. Share the love.
Share the love. So anyway, have a great day. Thank you for being with us.
Sending you lots of love and light.
Bye.
Bye.
By living in the moment, living my life easy and breezy.